Okay, hey guys, welcome back. You know what we haven't done in what seems like forever? A wild thing sequence. So grab 2 blocks on the strap, grab your mat. We're going to be doing a little bit of dynamic movements, a nice breath to movement, nothing as intense as Ashtanga, but just getting a little bit of heat through the body and really kind of allowing that movement to warm up the muscles so we can get a little bit more expansion through those wild things and really kind of open the chest, stretch out the back, get the shoulders back a little bit and get those little hip thrusts moving forwards so we can stretch through our little hip flexors. So let's come lie down, let your legs follow you as you make your way onto the floor, so feet off the floor, get the shoulders into a comfortable position, lower back comfortable and start to wiggle around from left to right. Let's move a little bit slower than we instinctively want to. And let's make the movements a little bit smaller than we instinctively want to. Okay? Just remembering that as we go through these wild thing sequences, if you get a bit of momentum and it's almost like you can feel the wind push you into the posture a little bit more, you just get into that zone. There is the tendency that you're going to really kind of push the hips forwards and the lower back kind of takes a lot throughout day-to-day life anyway. So we just want to give it a nice good bit of love before we start. Start going a little bit further over to the sides. Start to feel this nice fleshy part on the sides of the hips or the sides of the glutes. And see if you can keep the shoulders down, the back of the shoulders down on the mat as we go through this movement. You'll feel as the legs go over to the left, the right shoulder wants to just lift a little bit. So using our awareness of the shoulder blades, of the back of the shoulders, to keep the shoulders down so that we can really feel this twist come through the spine and the body weight push through those nice stiff L bits on the sides of the glutes. If you have the back flexibility to start bringing the legs all the way down to the floor, go for it. But if you don't get frustrated. It's normal to not be able to go straight into these spinal twists if you have quite a tight back. Nice. From here, let's pull the right knee in towards the chest. Left leg can go down nice and straight. And you can put it into the chest or out to the side, really depends on what's more comfortable for you. Get your initial comfortable position, shoulders good, chin towards your chest. Stay here for 5. You can flex through that left foot for 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, think about the inside of the elbow on the right arm. Hook it around, like kind of like you're getting your leg into a little bit of a headlock. And then you can hold hands or hold on to wrists, and you're really going to pull this leg out to the side. Meanwhile, the left leg, the foot is going to really reach over to the left, and you can feel almost like your hips being pulled diagonally, a bit like a tug of war, sort of. Tug of war? The rope game? Yeah, I think that's right. Something similar to that sort of sensation going through the hips, if you can visualize that. Nice. Releasing this right leg, taking the arms out to your sides. Take a nice deep breath in, press the shoulders down. Exhale, leg goes over to the left, look to your right. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting over. 3 more times. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting over. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting over. Inhale, lifting that right leg up. And exhale, take it down. Straighten out if you feel like you went a bit wonky. Bring that left leg in. And get the shoulders comfortable. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Awareness of the expansion of your rib cage. Really extending out through this straight leg, pushing through the heel, finding that stretch at the top of the right leg already. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left arm around, get that leg in that little hip lock or headlock position. Start pulling the knee out towards the shoulder and then really reaching through the right leg over towards the right corner of your mat. If it's quite tight, and it is quite an intense sensation depending on, if you do have tightness in your hips. I rarely meet people that don't. So if you feel like you're going to go into a cramp, you need to ease up a little bit. You don't want to be bringing your body into any cramping positions, and you can usually start to feel a few little tweaks come through before you go to a cramp, giving you that warning sign. Right, let's bring this left leg up in, ready for a spinal twist, arms out in line with your shoulders. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, leg goes over to the right, look to your left. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming into your spinal twist. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming into your twist. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming into your twist. Nice. From here, inhale, let's lift this leg back to center. Place the feet down onto the mat. Again, come back into a straight line if you feel like you've gone a little bit wonky. And let's come into the hips a little bit. So first of all, we'll start with a classic bridge, feet about hip width distance apart. You can feel that you lift the chest a little bit, you arch through the upper back. You can gently tuck the shoulders under and you can bring the hands in. From here, you can press down onto your shoulders, press into your feet, lightly squeeze your bum, inhale, lift up. If your knees are starting to open, use those inner thighs, squeeze them in, exhale, coming down. 4 more times, inhale, lifting up, find that squeeze of your bum, feel like you're pushing that back bend as high up your back or your spine as you can, exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up, and as you come down, start to do it 1 vertebrae at a time, rather than just slamming the back down, same as you lift up. Scoop the bum under, start to curl up through the back, find your back bend, and then slowly lower down. 1 little disc at a time. 1 more time, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. Heel toe your feet in towards each other. Bring the knees in. Now what we're going to do is work on the glutes, work on a little bit of kind of a thrust, hip opening. So you can relax the shoulders a little bit. Take the hands either out to about 45 degrees should be good. If you kind of want to wiggle out a bit further or a bit in, that's fine. Knees together. Same thing as the bridge. As you inhale, lift the hips up and then start to let the knees open. Squeeze your bum. You can come onto the outside edges of the feet. You feel that back bend start moving up your back again. Exhale, bring the legs together, and again, like a wave, lower the spine down. It doesn't just go. So, knees together, start to lift the bum, start to lift up through lower back, mid back, upper back, open the legs onto the edges of your feet, a little bit more of a bum squeeze, hip thrust up, and slowly lower down. 3 more times. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming down. Lift those feet up, bring yourself into a little happy baby. Oh, hips are tight today. Have a little rock from left to right. And again, same as usual, start to bend, straighten one leg. I think everyone starts to develop their favourite little wiggles in postures where you get the freedom to wiggle around. And you just instinctively learn what your body likes, what your body needs. And exactly like the name suggests, happy baby, just kind of, I wouldn't recommend sucking your big toe, but this kind of playful exploration of the body is, it really just drops out of our day-to-day life once we're old enough to kind of be impressed by other things. Oh, nice. Let's start to have a little rock and roll backwards and forwards. You can release those feet, start kicking the legs. If you can take your feet behind your head, maybe see how the back feels. You can use that back of the arms and the elbows for support, going through your halasana, up to seated. We'll go for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's come up to seated. We're going to come into a diamond shape. Bring your feet together and take your hands behind your hips so you can roll your shoulders back. Again, bring a little bit of a bend through the upper back, opening up the chest. And then we're going to start to play with squeezing the soles of our feet together. As you squeeze the soles of your feet together, squeeze your glutes together. Maybe you notice the knees actually lower down. You should definitely feel some activity coming through the adductors and into the hips. It's a bit like kind of weird Kegel pulses, I guess. And we're going to add a little bit of movement. So lean over onto this right hand, take the left arm around, and opposite side, left hand behind the hip, right hand around, right knee can lift up, take a little reach. Nice, over to the right side, and over to the left side. Now, stick with that variation, especially if you have really sensitive knees. This next one might not be perfect for injured knees. And lean over onto the right side, lean onto the outside edge of this knee. Again, squeeze the bum, lift up, and come down. Other side, left hand down, right hand up, squeeze your bum, lift, and lower down. Change sides, squeeze and lift, and lower, left side, squeeze and lift, and lower, one more, right side, squeeze and lift, and lower, left side, squeeze and lift, and lower down. Nice, let's come onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Fingers spread out nice and wide. Watch those fingertips start turning a bit yellowy pink. And let's start taking some circles around. Remember, you don't want to dump into the thumb, into the wrist. You want to try and evenly take your weight through the hand. So as you roll around, practice your awareness of your weight distribution and the awareness that you have of that in your hands. Let's go around in the opposite direction. And come back to centre. Shift your weight over onto the left side. Inhale, right hand up, fingers to ceiling. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, reach up. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, reach up. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. Left arm reaches forwards, arm over ear, hips wiggle over to the right. Engage the core, awareness of your breath, awareness of the expansion of your rib cage. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes back under left shoulder. Press into inhale, right fingers to ceiling, reaching up. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Other side, inhale, left fingers to ceiling, reach up. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, reach up. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, reach up. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. And inhale, fingers to ceiling, reach up. Exhale, thread your needle, come down. Right arm over ear, fingers towards the front of your mat. Hips wiggle over to the left, core engage, and again, awareness of the expansion of your rib cage as you breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes back underneath the right shoulder. Press into it, inhale, left fingers to ceiling, reaching up. Exhale, come back to tabletop. From here, tuck the toes under, push yourself up and back, make your way into your down dog. And from your down dog, you can just start to have a little Walk around the mat, almost like a cat starts to kind of pour into you as they try and give you a little bit of love. Find exactly where you want your hands, exactly where you want your feet, and then focus on pushing the hips up and back and finding length through the spine. We'll stay here for 4, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, start to round forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back to down dog. Look to the front of your mat. Inhale, bend your knees, jump or step, flat back, long spine. And exhale, forward fold, tuck your head. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rising all the way up. And neutral pelvis, exhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, tuck your head. Inhale, flat back, long spine. And plant your hands, jump or step back, high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. From here, inhale, right leg goes up, 3-legged dog. We're going to exhale, step this foot over to the left side of your mat, twist on your standing leg, reach this leg over to the left side of the mat, wiggle into that back foot if you need to. As you lift the left arm up, maybe that right leg slides forwards. You can open up almost into this big star shape, and then bring that left hand back under your shoulder, drag your right leg back, step back to down dog. Let's try that on the other side. You feel that weight come through the right arm and the right hand. Be aware of your weight distribution. Inhale, left leg comes up. Start taking it over towards the right side. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Start taking that leg out, sliding it forwards, lifting the hips, making this big star shape. And then start dragging that left leg back. Hand comes down, we're back to down dog. From here, shift forwards, come down onto your hands and knees. Cross your ankles over, come backwards, sit onto your bum. Left leg straight, right leg bent, Yani Shasana A. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. From here, let's flow. Inhale, rise up. Right hand comes behind the hip. Inhale, rising up into your little wild thing. And exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, rising into wild thing. Exhale, coming down to sit. Inhale, arms up, fingers to ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hand comes back. Inhale, rising into wild thing. Exhale, coming down. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come back. Inhale, wild thing up. Exhale, come down. Switch sides. Left leg straight. No, left leg bent, right leg straight. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, left hand back. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, wild thing prep. Inhale, wild thing up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, wild thing prep. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming down. One more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, Wild Thing prep. Inhale, Wild Thing up. Exhale, coming down. And both legs straight, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forwards. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Breathe as you extend the spine. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, find extension. Exhale, release. Breathing into the rib cage. Feel that 360-degree expansion coming through the breath in. And the contraction through the breath out. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, releasing, arms down. Cross those ankles over. Come forwards through tabletop and go back into your down dog. Nice. Let's play with this a little bit more. From here, inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips, that big toe points over to the left. Come onto the tiptoes of the left foot and start to let your weight be strong and mindful of the shoulders. Let your weight shift over to the left. You're going to bring this right foot all the way down onto the mat. Bring your bum down. From here, after you take the seat, using that natural flow of that movement, your body can kind of come back a little bit so that as you inhale, you can reach forward, strong on this back leg. Use that to push the hips up. Find your best range of motion for this version of Wild Thing. Let that arm come by your side, around and forwards. Then flip that leg over, push back to your down dog. Try that on the left side. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, stack the hips, bend the knee. Start to pivot, landing over towards the right side. And then inhale, swing that arm forwards. Find your Wild Thing. Use this left leg on your tiptoes to get the hips higher. Keep taking the arm around by your side, down to the mat. You're back in plank. Drop the knees, come back to child's pose. Just take a couple of breaths. Think about that through, run that through your mind. Visualize yourself moving through three-legged dog, stacked hips, Wild Thing prep, Wild Thing up. Arm rotates, brings you back to a plank, pushes you back to down dog in your mind. Visualize yourself doing that a couple more times, and then we will do it a couple more times. Take 8 more deep breaths here. Inhale, come up through tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, stack the hips and start to pivot over. Inhale, coming up through your Wild Thing. And arm fully rotates. We find plank, we push back to down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bending through the knee, stacking the hips, coming over to the right side. Inhale, coming up through your Wild Thing. Full rotation through the left shoulder, back to plank, back to down dog. Nice, let's add on. Inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Wild Thing prep over on your left side. Inhale, Wild Thing up. Nice. From here, see if we can lift the leg and then come back through our plank. Push back to down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Start pivoting over onto the right side. When you're ready, inhale, find that momentum lift. Push the hips forward, squeeze the bum. Start to lift the left leg up. Have a little play with where you want it to go. Come back to your plank. Come back to child's pose. Inhale, come forwards to tabletop. Exhale, push back to down dog. Look to the front of your mat, bend your knees. Inhale, jump or step, flat back, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, tuck your head. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rising all the way up. And neutral pelvis, exhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, tuck your head. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, jump or step, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Bend the knees, stack the hips, wild thing prep over on that left side of your mat. Inhale, rise up through your wild thing. Bring the leg up if you feel like you can. Come back to your plank. Push back to down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend the knees, stack your hips. Transition over to the right. Inhale, rising up, wild thing. And then if you've got the balance, lift that left leg up. Have a little play. Come back to your high plank. Push back to down dog. From here, you're going to either bend your knees through tabletop to seated, or take a little hop, cross your legs, and have a little jump into your seated position. Hands onto your knees, spinal circles, so if you want to sit on a block or a cushion now you can. Round into the back, chin to your chest. Inhale over to the right hip. Chest forwards to the right knee. Swing around to that left knee. Round back to your left hip. Start to make these nice big exaggerated circles. Close your eyes. Again, just following that body's guidance on what you need. Your intuition will tell you. Inhaling as you go forwards. Exhaling as we round back. And let's change directions. Come back to center. Inhale, fingers to ceiling, rise up. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm over ear, side stretching. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, over to the left. Nice. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Let's twist. Exhale, right hand to the left leg, left hand behind your back. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Notice how you feel, the heat of your body, the beating of your heart. From here, you straighten out through your legs. Inhale, reach those prayer hands up to the ceiling. And exhale, core roll down. Arms out in line with your shoulders. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, twist to the left. Wiggle the hips back to centre. If like me, you find that a bit of a better alignment. And then lift up through the left side of the rib cage. Twist, get the right shoulder or the back of the right shoulder down as much as you can. And take 5 deep relaxing breaths here. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, take it down. Center your body. Change sides. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, twisting over to the right. And again, shuffle the hips. Lift the right shoulder, twist. Try and get the back of both shoulders down. And again, take 5 relaxing breaths here. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, take it down. Center the body. If you want to put blocks under the backs of your thighs, then you can. If not, find your place within your final relaxation pose. Start to notice the subtle energies of the body. Maybe some tingling around the hips, the lower back, the fingertips. Maybe as you close your eyes, you see colour or imagery. Breathe into it all and relax. Start to rotate your wrists and your ankles around in circles one way. And then the other way. Reach your arms above your head, take a full body stretch. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock from left to right. Rock backwards and forwards. And start to make your way back to seated. Roll your shoulders down your back a couple of times. And bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Another deep breath in to chant. Thank you so much for joining me on this fun and playful practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Namah Shivaya. Thanks guys, I'll see you soon. Ciao.